Oi oi truckers and trailer huggers, I'm Big John, your captain of chaos on this rolling circus of logistics, and welcome to another week where the potholes are deep, the coffee's weak, and the schedule was clearly written by someone who has never seen a map before. Welcome to Truckstop Tales. Well, it's the ungodly hour of 3:45 a.m, a time when most people are still in dreamland. But here I am, climbing into this diesel dragon, fueled by nothing but caffeine, blind optimism, and a packet of skips I found behind the dash. I've just arrived for the start of this week's madness, and today we're pointing the nose of the beast northwest towards sunny Stockport. It's supposed to be the first of 8 drops, but apparently no one's quite sure, as there's a question mark about if one of the deliveries is actually meant to be delivered elsewhere. So it's like playing trucking roulette. You spin the wheel and pray you don't land on a double delivery with no forklift. Now listen, I'm trying to stay positive. I want to believe this week will be better than the last one, which, let's face it, was a write-off from the moment I found out I was dragging a tail lift trailer held together by duct tape, prayers and spite. But hey, it's a new week, a fresh start, and the tachograph hasn't yelled at me yet. So we'll call that one a win. Of course, if you've been on the road long enough, you'll know nothing goes to plan, ever. 1 minute, you're making good time. Next minute, you're parked on the hard shoulder because some bright spark loaded the pallets backwards. And now you're playing forklift Jenga at 6 a.m. while being stared at by 3 confused cows and a bloke in his dressing gown. So buckle up, grab your sausage bap and brace yourself, because this week could go anywhere. We might find the holy grail of truck stops, or we might end up parked in a muddy lay-by next to a chemical toilet that smells like it's hosting a horror convention. Either way, I'll be bringing you along for every bump, brew and breakdown. So don't touch that dial, and make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. You won't want to miss the thrills, the spills, and the occasional full English that saves the day. Right, it's time to fire her up and see what Stockport's got waiting for us. Let's get this big girl rolling and hit the road, Truckstop Tales style. Well guys, just when you think the manifest is final, boom! Another slip of paper magically appears like a bad plot twist. Just before I left the depot this morning, I got handed 2 more surprise drops, bringing today's grand total up to a nice round soul-destroying 10. I swear the office must have a raffle every morning, and today's lucky driver to get stitched up is Big John. Still, somehow we powered through and we managed to get 5 of the drops done and dusted. That's right, halfway through the madness, which in trucking terms is basically a miracle. I didn't even have to threaten to reverse over a pump truck. Now that's progress. Now, we've made our way over to Skelmersdale Truckstop to call it a night, and first impressions, not bad. It might look a bit snug, like it's been designed for trucks that have six packs. But once you're in, you're golden. The yard is 100% concrete, proper solid base with zero dust, no gravel and not a single muddy puddle in sight. Honestly, after some of the goat tracks I've had to park on recently, this place feels like the red carpet at a Hollywood premiere. There's a cafe on site, toilets and even a shower. And if you get here early enough, there's a truck wash, which instantly puts this place miles ahead of any lay-by where your dinner's cold and the only running water is the rain leaking through the seal of the cab. The place might be compact, but it's got the essentials, and that's all we really ask for at the end of the day, chasing forklifts and dodging potholes. Alright my fellow road warriors, it's time for the official Truckstop Tales review of Skelmersdale Truckstop, the place where concrete meets caffeine and where a hot shower can fix almost anything, except sadly, dodgy manifests. The food. I went for a classic burger and chips. Nothing fancy, just proper trucker fuel. And let me tell you, it really hit the spot. The burger was juicy, not flattened like a tyre that kissed too many curbs, and the chips were crisp, hot and salty, just how we like them after a long day behind the wheel. My only qualm is the price. Because there's no voucher that goes along with the parking, the prices were quite extortionate. £9 for a burger and chips. So unfortunately, because of that, I'm going to have to knock a couple of points off, and this gets a 6 out of 10. Facilities. Now the truck park itself is pretty basic, no frills or fluffy extras here. The showers and toilet facilities are a little bit dated, like stepping back into a time before power steering. But to be fair, there's hot water. And that was flowing and the place was clean, which is really all that matters when you're half dead and smell like gearbox oil. No spa day vibes, but at least you won't leave dirtier than when you went in. For this, I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. Cleanliness. Surprisingly tidy. Actually, cleanliness. Surprisingly tidy, actually. Bins weren't overflowing. The cafe area looked after, and the toilets didn't smell like Satan's armpit, which, let's be honest, is the benchmark for a decent stop these days. Could it be shinier? Sure, but it passed the Big John sniff test. Score for this? A 7.5 out of 10. Parking. This is where Skelmersdale shines. The yard is solid concrete all the way through. No dusty rubble, no potholes the size of swimming pools, just decent, clean base that keeps your boots and wheels muck free. It's a bit tight, mind you, so if you turn up late, you might need to grease up to fit in. And if you turn up after about 8 o'clock at night, you don't stand a chance. For this, I'm going to give them a score of 8 out of 10. Security. Nothing heavy duty here, but it feels safe. There's lighting all around the place and it's tucked away enough that you don't feel exposed. There's security on at the front gate 24/7. As for cameras, couldn't see any, but that doesn't mean there wasn't. So not exactly a fortress, but it wasn't sleeping with a crowbar under the bunk either. So for this, I'm going to give them a 7 out of 10. That's a total score of 37.5 out of 50. So there you have it. Skelmersdale Truckstop. It's not glamorous, but it gets the job done. You've got hot food, hot water, and solid parking. And in this game, that's 3 wins in 1. A few upgrades wouldn't go amiss, but if you're passing through and need a decent overnight stop, this place will do you just fine. That's another one reviewed, rated and rumble tested here on Truckstop Tales. I will see you at the next one, and remember, it's not about the destination, it's about where you park and what the chips taste like.